Hi. Um, we're back again. I know. You all love me so much. Today we're making blueberry pie. But with a twist. Blueberry pie with meringue on top. It's delicious. You'll see. I tried. Um, I tried messing around with a different camera angle this time. So I tilted my phone, and now you can see more of Yeti and more of the snow in the background. And hopefully more of the interesting stuff. Let's not forget the little towel on the shoulder, and we directly get to separating eggs. Yes, important for the meringue later. It's important that your egg whites are room temp and not cold. Oh, here's Grandpa in the background. Hi, Grandpa. And we'll start with the dough. The dough is what we call pâte sablée. Translates to sandy dough, which is kind of what it means. It's like a pie crust, but that's a bit crumbly, and that doesn't hold itself well, ideal for pies. We're measuring flour, and we're gonna add sugar, salt, eggs, and butter. I hope you guys like the new camera angle. It allowed me for more room to spin and move around. Oh, hi, Grandma. We're measuring butter, I believe 100 grams. I don't really remember. It doesn't matter really. Um, but yeah, still the good old cottage with the snow that hasn't melted yet, and all that. I'm mashing the butter so it's easier to mix because it's important not to melt it, or otherwise your dough will be too smooth and it'll cause too much crumbling. We don't want that. I mix with a fork. Important. Yet another workout for my right arm. And when I'm done with that, we can move on to eggs, I believe, or sugar. I don't. I'm getting old. I'm forgetting my recipe, even though I made this one like 2 days ago. Anyway, you guys like my shirt? It's from my uni. I don't know what to talk about in those blank moments. Oh, a bit of salt, eggs, one hand crack. Oh, he dropped the shell. Nobody saw that. Mix. And yes, I added one of my egg yolks because it makes the dough a bit richer and it's always good. We French people like the buttery flavor. Oh, taking off my bracelet so it doesn't get dirty. And we get to kneading. Not too much kneading, as I said. We don't want your dough to be too smooth, or else, well, it doesn't have the right consistency. I believe that's a hand washing moment. Important to get your hands clean. And we're back in business. Some parchment paper. You guys are making me study my cuisine English vocabulary because I don't know all those words really well. um, where's JD gone? Oh, he's back. Oh, yeah, I didn't find the mold earlier, but I found it. I did a mistake here. I thought to myself that I had enough dough for the big mold because this pie was for a party of um, 18 people. So I needed to make a pie big enough to be cut in like at least 18. So I was like, I don't have enough dough, and I ended up having to stretch it really thin because I didn't have that much. But it fit. I mean, and all the guests were happy because when your when your crust is like really thin, it looks really professional. So I was like, yes, of course, I did it on purpose. It is thinking now because his parchment paper isn't big enough. So he takes a bigger one, and that doesn't solve the issue really, but I managed. Don't don't question the thought process of a baker, especially a French one. Um, and I think we're done. No, okay, never mind. Really stretching that down because I had to work with every single square inch possible. Okay, we're done. We're gonna press it and we're gonna cut off the excess, I believe. Oh, hi, Grandma again. Okay, trim the edges. Because else it burns in the oven and makes all the messy stuff. Anyway, we press it down firmly. We took little bits of dough to like cover the little too thin edges some places, and we trim what's left again, and we can let the dough rest, I believe. Right? No, no, poking, yes, poking holes so it doesn't puff up during the cooking process. You don't want your pâte sablé to puff up because, well, that's for puff pastry, as the name says, and you don't want all your fillings to be unequal because of that. More hand washing. All this butter is making your hand dirty a lot. And I believe, yeah, I skipped it. The pie is now in the fridge, resting. We get on to the filling. For this filling, I didn't have enough blueberries. Oh well, I did have enough blueberries, but just the blueberry pie sounded a bit mid for my megalomaniac French mind. So I was like, I'm gonna have some pears in it. It will be delicious. And it was not to not to brag or anything. It was pretty good. I regretted not peeling the pears because, well, the pear skin is really just not that great. But it was fine. I didn't even feel the difference. I will make one or two other silly mistakes in this video. I'll let you. I'll challenge you to find them before I explain them. Cutting pears, and we're gonna let those simmer with butter and sugar in is this called a saucepan? I believe it's what you call a saucepan. For, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes until it's. Oh, dough goes in the oven. It's been 20-ish minutes. No, this saucepan isn't big enough. Yes, better. Beer goes in. And blueberries. We're gonna add like 2/3 of the package, approximately. Something, something. Yes. I don't know if you guys can spot it, but the little guy with the red helmet and the big ski goggles on the fridge, that's me. That's me like, 15 years later, earlier. Yeti was having all the girls going down the slopes of Mont Tremblant. Anyway, in the black and white picture below, that's my uncle. Okay, we'll let the blueberries and the pears alone simmer. I'm saying leaving them alone, but I just kind of forgot about them, to be honest. Oh, you guys are back on the countertop. And what now? Ah, yes, we're gonna whisk the egg whites. Just see me going over there to mix the berries and pears together so they don't stick. But for a while, I'm just gonna forget about them. But they didn't burn. Anyway, onto egg whisking. Three important things when you whisk your egg whites. Your bowls need to be very clean. Egg whites really hate fat when it comes to whisking, so your bowl needs to be no residue of butter or anything in it. No egg yolks in your whites, not a single drop. It needs to be at room temp. And if you're a chemist like me, you can understand that lemon juice helps whisking the egg whites. So Here, no, here you see me zesting a lemon, but that's for the taste of the meringue. Oh, this is gonna end badly. You'll see later. That's a big mistake, Yeti. Anyway, I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon juice so it helps the egg, the white whisk up and get fluffy. And we get to mixing. Whisk, whisk, whisk. I have a stand mixer, but I just enjoy whisking them by hand. And he's a little spinning, he's a little dance, and more spinning, and more spinning, and more whisking. And this is just gonna be that for another good 2 minutes. It was a really sunny day. You can see I'm all shiny and stuff. The snow is melting rather quickly here, which is good. I'm getting kind of tired of it. Hi, Grandma. Uh, where are we at, Yeti? Is it? Oh, see, Yeti did a little peak test and it failed, so we keep whisking. Wait! Oh, damn! See, Yeti is showing that we have achieved soft peak. We are now gonna add sugar. Good, I didn't forget about that. Yeah, that's actually a good sign. See, Yeti didn't go check his vegetable in a while because no, his fruits because he forgot about them. That's fine. They're not gonna burn. Yeti. And we keep misking. That's my favorite part because your egg whites become all glossy and stuff and shiny and hard. I really like it. And it's like, yay, it's ready. I like meringue. Uh ah, that's the part where I added. What did I add? Was it the zest? I believe here I'm squeezing the lemon with my strong arms. And here's the mistake, the fatal mistake. Of course, too much liquid in the egg whites made them go all poof, and they liquefied instantly. And now I'm chatting with Grandpa, who's also pretty good at chemistry, how this completely fucked everything up. But I'm not gonna stand there and be defeated. I'm gonna try my best to save those yummy egg whites. Because as of now, I am left with just some egg white and sugar sauce with lemon. So, what do we do in that case? Well, we just add more egg whites. I thought to myself, this would surely help, and it did. Future Yeti, thanks you, Yeti of the past. I'm gonna mix those again. I'm going really fast this time. I have no time to waste, and this is why this video is gonna be a bit long. Whisk, 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 faster. Um, all those years of whisking eggs are paying off. And by adding more whisked egg whites, I believe it will save the day. I wasn't really sure. I was still a bit hesitant. Like maybe he'll just waste more eggs. But we'll see. I mean, so I'm adding sugar, making a meringue again, contemplating life. I'm going a bit faster because I have no time to waste and I still haven't checked my fruits, but they're fine, Nelly, don't worry. It's been a good 10 minutes for me in real time. I put the lid on it, thank God. And here I'm adding the sauce. I mean, what became the lemon egg whites, and thank God they hold themselves. I'm not gonna add all of them because there was a lot of egg sauce, I guess. I didn't want to liquefy also the other eggs. So I'll stop there. I won't be too greedy. I have a meringue that kinda holds itself. I'm happy with that. You'll see at the piping later on that it wasn't my best. You could call it a meringue. Here I'm adding the cornstarch to the fruits, and here's the second silly mistake. I didn't dilute the cornstarch in a little bit of water, so it makes little clumps in the fruits that I'm like, oh, because I know how hard these clumps can be to get rid of. But it's fine. I shake it off. The meringue is saved. I'm happy, and the clumps kinda did go away. I didn't even felt them afterwards, so pretty good. Oh, we take the pie out of the oven. It's been approximately 25 minutes, and here you go. I'm gonna pour the fruits in the crust, smooth them out a little bit. And when we're done with that, we're gonna pipe the eggs and back in the grill for 2 or 3 minutes. This oven is really powerful. Not like my oven in Montreal. This one in Montreal is kind of weak. This one in the cottage is really powerful, so it like it it burns stuff really quick. Here, Grandpa is telling me we don't have a piping bag, so I just use a plastic bag. I knew where the piping bag stand was because of my genius memory. I'm gonna pour the eggs in it, and I'm just gonna pipe the meringue on my pie. This looks fancy and hard, and it's both unnecessary and really easy. It's kind of like painting with a really big brush. You can see I'm just making a basic spiral, and you can see my meringue is a bit liquidy, but it's still a meringue. I'm the chef here, and I said it's not that bad. Making like a really simple spiral shape, and I believe in the oven it goes for, I don't know, 3 minutes, something something. It doesn't need to cook; you just need to color. And here's Grandma. Grandma's gonna slurp up what was left of my egg sauce. Greedy Grandma. And yeah, thank you. See you next time.